All right, I'm here with Sean Smith. We're at the Legacy Boxing store. Sean Smith, how are you doing firstly?
Fine, very good, very excited, a lot happening fast, 1 May approaching, so yeah.
It's exciting because Legacy Boxing Promotions are like a baby of yours that you've grown out, and obviously Dewald's come on, and he's the promoter of the show now. But let's talk about a little bit of the history of Legacy Boxing Promotions, if you could.
Yeah, you know what, it's always been a desire of mine to get involved into boxing holistically. I think you can be the best fighter without a good manager, and best fighter without being a promoter, or having a promoter is, somewhere it's a dead end. So I think to be involved from all aspects, I think it's vital for the growth and sustaining what we're doing. I think a lot of the time is you look at fighters, I've been overseas with Thabiso Mchunu, Thulani Mbenge, headlining shows in Russia, headlining shows in America. You literally go to the airport, you come in and out, no one even knows you've been. Quite sad for me. So obviously Legacy Promotions, the fighters need a voice, the fighters need a platform, they need recognition. We need the recognition to say, hey, you know what, our fighters are going out there, let's be proud, let's show it, let's make them be seen and heard. So partnering up with Dewald Mostert has been an amazing experience. I think the sport needs a figure like him, someone who's passionate, commercially minded, business minded, and just a voice for the sport, a voice for fighters, a voice for managers, and someone who can really get things done. And I think that's what the sport's been lacking for a long time. So it's an exciting adventure, and look forward to making it work.
I want to go through the boxes that you'll be featuring on the night, that is training under you. Let's start sort of in no real order. Thabiso Mchunu, obviously, he's fighting Amador Kolonji. It seemed to be a comeback fight as well for Thabiso Mchunu, but Amador Kolonji as well, training out of Cape Town. He's a very credible challenger. He fought Keaton Gomes in the past as well. How do you see that fight?
You know what, with Thabiso, his record, we've had a few losses in a row, credible, if you can call it that. I don't think Thabiso's been hurt in his last 3 losses. Controversial against Junior Makabu, could have been a world champion. And then obviously in Durban, probably was, I think, like we missed there. The last fight in Russia in January, it was a 5-week notice, no excuse. We fought an Olympic, was he gold? Muslim? He was a world champion, so difficult to get up to the task, travel 5 weeks, but we had to take it because, like I said, you don't always know when our next outing is going to be. I think it was like I said, a credible loss. We don't like to lose, but in this game, but I think Thabiso's we're ready to have one good, long, dedicated go at this. So hoping that we're going to come out, I think you're going to see something special from Thabiso. Kolonji, we take no one for granted. This sport of boxing is brutal. Those names, reputations don't mean nothing. So, I was saying, they were quite excited to step up for like the challenge, which, like Thabiso said, I saw his article in the Sowetan. He said if someone's prepared to take on like the challenge, that they brace or see the opportunity, so we're ready for it.
I like that fight as well. Obviously, it's a nice barometer fight as well, so you can exactly see where your athlete is at, and mentally, he looks focused when he came to the press conference. He looks like he's hungry to get back. Of course, he belongs at world level. We all know that. What's your prediction on the fight, though? How do you think it'll go down?
Well, it's an 8-rounder. I try to get it for the ABU, but obviously Kolonji wasn't rated, but also with that comes trying to make it for titles, comes a lot of admin and red tape, which also wanted to bring someone in from Africa, but that comes with other stuff. I think for the tournament, for the night, we've got enough admin on our plate. There's going to be 2 shows, 12 fights, so My prediction, I think if Tabiso's in the mood to fight, Kalonji's going to get hurt. But he looks like a tough kid. All the fighters from the DRC are physically capable. But yeah, I think Tabiso needs to come out and make a statement. He needs to do a flow simba again. He needs to show, hey, I'm not here to play games. I think people underestimate him. The one thing I like about Tabiso for me, he's a clean, dedicated athlete. No funny business. If he says he's this, he's that. You know, he lives a clean life. I think he's a great example I think Tabiso is a great example for my younger athletes and for all athletes out there. Lives a clean life, never drinks, never in clubs, never smokes. And yeah, so I like really want to have another solid outing and another couple of fights and try and strive towards a world title and win. He's gone twice. He fought Alexander Usyk, Junior Makabu, and I think third time we're going to go for it. I really want to convert this for myself, but especially for Tabiso and for South African boxing.
Yeah, Tabiso's a special talent, also beating Olympic gold medalist in the past, Evgeny Chischenko as well,
Exactly,
who was a massive win on his record, and he did it quite handily. But
Denis Lebedev.
And Denis Lebedev as well in Russia. I mean, those are the hard fights to do. I want to move over to one of the other golden guys that you have in the gym, Thulani the Evolution Mbenge. Obviously, he's a two-time RBO world champion now. He won it in his last fight away from home in the UK, which is a career highlight for him against Michael McKinson. He's now got a 10-rounder against the Namibian opponents. What's your thoughts on that?
Same thing for Thulani. Tried to defend the RBO world title on the show, which would have been very top-heavy for us, but at the same time, I made 2-3 offers out there for guys who were eligible to fight, and they turned it down. So I thought, yes, difficult. It actually surprised me that guys who you offer them world title opportunities, good money, just said, we don't want to come, we're happy to fight at home. And like the manager and team reached out to me and said, this guy doesn't want to come get knocked out by Thulani Mbenge. So that's the problem when you're a danger dog. You can fight, people avoid you, people avoid opportunity. I'm actually quite surprised at the lack of people striving to be great and to win a world championship. So I was happy. I've got RBO behind us. I said, you got 9 months to defend the title. We're happy for you to take a 10-round international non-title. So that's what we strive to stay away from, is inactivity. So very important step for Thulani's career. He's rated number 6 in the welterweights. So very important for him to stay busy, and I'm sure looking good if we don't stage him again on Legacy Promotions, that he goes for a big international. He's amongst big names in the division. So yeah.
Yeah, we're seeing in the welterweight division this weekend when I'm doing the interview, we got obviously Jaron Boots Ennis taking on that man over from Europe as well. Staniosis. So yes, it's a big time for Tools, because he's in the mix with those guys in the near future. Yeah. Just got to keep him busy, as you said. That's it.
Yeah, and like I obviously can speak to Ben Shalom. He was very happy. Thulani won a fight of the night on a UK bill. But, like I said, when you're good, when they know you can fight, people often stay away from you if it doesn't play into their hands. But, yeah, we're up there.
You are up there indeed. And how do you think that fight goes against the guy from Namibia?
Yeah, I've seen him. You know what? I also reached out to 1 or 2 guys. I reached out to Junior.
Harry Simon Jr.
Harry Simon Jr. Guys who are like top hundreds. They do not want to fight. So obviously we know Namibian, a neighbor of ours, good fighters, they're strong, they're athletic. He's been on an international stage before this opposition. He's got 24 fights, 20 wins, never been stopped. Southpaw, a little bit unorthodox, rough, but, expect Thulani to take care of business and, look good. Try and get the stoppage, but like I said, just ready for a good night out.
All right, we look forward to that one as well. And then I'll bundle the two of them because their careers have kind of been built together. Lindo and Titetso, they're very talented young kids that you got, and you've kept them really active, and they're coming through the ranks, both undefeated as well. What's your thoughts on those two guys coming up?
Yeah, very, very important for us that they on the card and they get TV and they get the recognition. And I think very importantly for us is to build the next generation and for them to be known and seen on TV, on the platform. That's what a lot of our athletes suffer from, the lack of recognition and being seen on TV, and to see the potential South Africa has as the next generation steps up. So very important that they get the exposure. I think they're very special to young fighters. Obviously, we work with Zaba Promotions, who's been very kind to us, Yanda Matiti, and like I said, very happy to work with Yanda in the future, because when times were dark, he was there for us. So appreciate where the boys have stemmed from, and if we keep them busy, I think these two kids have the potential to really light up South African boxing. They're super talents. Then again, in the division, there are other big names also. So very excited for their outing and the next step in their growth. Don't need to rush them. There's SA titles and this and that can win. It's okay. It's always going to be there. The titles are going nowhere. I want them to grow as professional athletes, systematically step up and earn their right to be SA champions.
Yeah, you mentioned that SA titles. I was about to say that they look like they, momentum-wise, getting to that cliff. But I think, as you mentioned, maybe another 2-3 fights, and you can start looking at that. More importantly, the long vision with the boxers of that caliber.
Absolutely. I think no rush. Some people want to reach for the stars too soon. I think I like the step ladder approach, step-by-step growth, sustainable growth, and you realize there's no short step or shortcut to being a great fighter. You need to earn. You look at the likes of Canelo Alvarez, with the first 20 fights in their career, you never seen them or who they fought, but they went through that process of weight cutting, getting ready, working through the process. So I'm excited, obviously, for them to get there fast, but I also don't want to rush their journey.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. I mean, those two obviously good, young, exciting talents. And then, of course, you got Ayabonga, JJ Sonjika as well, who you brought back a couple of months ago, and now he's back in the ring again. Activity for him was probably the key ingredient after his hiatus, I'd say, short hiatus from the sport. How do you see his prospects? Because he's got a guy that he's been chasing for a long time, Sanele Maduna. He's been wanting that fight forever.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, just the undercard, like the day card, is a credible TV card on its own. So JJ got back, obviously, with Aquila Promotions, thankfully, like to Kevin Arena, and then all of a sudden you find yourself inactive, and then you almost like not overactive, but you become like very active. So very excited for JJ to come back. Second fight over 6 weeks, so I think quite exciting for him, and also not getting younger. So if he wants to make a step and have a go at his career, now's the time.
Yeah, what do you think the next step is for him? I mean, obviously this is going to be this is like a non-title fight, and do you envision him getting title fights this year?
Yeah, like I said, I think Hem is a very new champion, very strong, very young. I think for me, JJ he's Olympian. He's been there, done that. This is what he knows. So also for me, JJ, if not like to challenge for the SA title soon enough again, get him an international fight, get him on the international scene. I think the dollar rand is trading, favorably. Let him also have a chance to get a good international fight and some, international exposure and make some money out the game.
All right, and for you as a whole, I mean, looking at the whole tournament, you've got 24 athletes in a single day. It's obviously going to be a busy. I'm sure you'll be there from early and all the way until the evening, until the end. So how do you envision Legacy Boxing Promotions' very first show? Like, are you proud of the build that you guys put together?
Yeah, I'm just, it's actually like sometimes you think it's quite overwhelming, but in the back of my mind, I know this has been manifested over 10 years, an event like this. I think it's exceeded all manifestations and expectations. Luckily, having a guy like Dewald on board to make that vision manifestation happen, it's really amazing. The thing is for us, Legacy Promotions needs to be about the people and speak for the boxing community as a whole. So that's why I think it's important for us. We've got 2 cards on. People have been very good to us. Sebastian Rothman with Jabulani McKenzie, Damon Durant bringing sparring for Thabiso with Akani. So this is, I think Legacy Promotion needs to speak and be a voice for everyone, not just about helping a few, you know what I'm saying, reaching, lending a hand. You got Gary van Staden from our brother's gym as well, Leo Carreri. I mean, these are just opportunities that couldn't go amiss. And just to have one night, 6 fights, to have one day, 12 fights, opens the door for many athletes, and hope we can just serve a purpose in bringing the sport to more people and giving more opportunities to the larger, greater community.
Yeah, and I say Boxing Talk Cool, I think personally cover about 13 of those athletes build up towards the fights as well. So, yeah.
So thank you guys for what you're doing for boxing. I asked you earlier, what's your passion? What's your purpose? And I think when you understand that, it makes your job a lot easier.
100%, man. That's the boxers, and they're benefiting extremely from this tournament. I mean, the exposure that they'll get from here. You got a broadcast partner on board as well now, which is great. Fantastic that it'll be on the World of Champions. Sean, just lastly, do you want to say anything? Any thank yous, any shout outs for anybody?
Yeah, just a thank you to all the people who have supported this event, to Sunbet, our partners in this event, the whole Sun Group. They've just been tremendous in sharing our vision with this tournament and saying, if you say it so, we believe you. We said the sport of boxing is credible and good enough and has the support. Obviously, for Kevin Lerena and my brother for saying, you know what, we're ready to defend you. So it's a great honor for us. The WBC for supporting this tournament, saying we're behind you. This is great for South Africa. The first time the WBC has ever been fought for in South African soil. I actually can't believe it. So it's so all the support and the buy-in from everyone around us. And obviously, personally for me, Johnny's Liquor has been amazing support. When you don't have fights, supporting us, Sizanani Plastics, Blue Label, and all the other sponsors that help us day to day to get through this challenge and allow us to live our dream. We're very grateful for.